May I ask, what is your name?
I'm Savannah.
Savannah, where are you from?
I'm from Idaho, but I live here.
You live here.
Yeah.
Which designers are you gonna model today?
Sweet Talk.
Sweet Talk. Are you excited for the show?
I'm so excited. It's going to be really fun.
Why did you decide to be a model and model the show?
I love Sweet Talk. I think it's super original, and I love what she does. I think Cheyenne, the designer, she always comes up with something different, and it's really cool.
What do you think is important to get the most views, the most numbers of attention as a model? There's going to be like 20 other girls on the runway. What do you do special to get your minute of fame?
I guess it's just important to always show your personality and definitely have fun, because if you're not having fun, then what's it all for? And you'll be able to tell.
Models are usually very pretty, like you, and guys, when they want to date someone, they kind of feel intimidated. Girls are pretty. What is the key to when the gentleman wants to approach a model and or meet her?
I'd say number one, be respectful, because a lot of people aren't, and just you gotta have a good personality. I don't know, be confident.
Do you have a modeling agency that represents you?
No.
Are you looking for one?
Maybe. I don't really know.
Okay. May I ask you if my audience would like to maybe collaborate with you? May I ask what is your Instagram?
My Instagram is Sassy Savs.
Thank you. May I ask, what is your name?
My name is Smiley Jones from Burning Guitars. Live life as a rock star.
How possible that you do the show and sing and all that stuff you do all together in one? Like, I don't see. Usually designers don't do that way, you know.
Well, see, it's a team. I know you just see me, but trust me, there's always somebody behind you doing a bigger job than you could possibly do. Just like it's someone that does the editing for your videos, they make you look good. So it's somebody editing this whole show behind the scenes along with me, and then I just come out and I make it come to life. Shouts out to Saeed Muhammad, my brother, who's actually making all of the clothes, We just come together, man, and just have fun. The future is fun.
How did you get the audience to react and follow you? You instantly build a connection with the audience and they clap and you get them excited. Like, what did you do?
I guess I was just being me. I guess that's the only way that I could describe it. Like a lot of people forgot how to have fun. So I told myself to try to help people get revved up to get back into fun. So I started making music that more into fun, make you want to dance, make you want to move.
But it was not just music, it was about fashion. It was very relevant to the show.
It was a fashion concert.
Yep.
Fashion concert. So you give them the music and the fashion at the same time, get them revved up along with the, little bit of happiness and fun. It's always going to be a great show.
What is your Instagram?
Instagram is @burning like a fire guitars with an S, @burning guitars.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's my understanding it's mom and daughter. May I ask what is your name?
Melissa Shea, Robin Atwood.
And usually kids, I bring my daughter to a fashion show to show her how it's done. And you brought your daughter. Why did you bring your daughter to see a fashion show?
Well, actually, I have a business in the fashion industry, and I have a platform called Fashion Mingle, which is a networking platform for fashion industry professionals, and we have a media team that covers New York Fashion Week. And my daughter Robin actually lives in Texas, and so this is her first time to come up and do New York Fashion Week with us, and she's just started interviewing designers, and she's just a natural.
Awesome. What is the key when you interview designers? They're so busy, they're exhausted, every second counts. What do you do when you interview them?
Be pushy, put on Southern charm, and smile very big. But more importantly, just become personable and let them know that I'm here to help them and that I want to make them more present in the industry and also be able to showcase them in a moment right after or before their most beautiful presentation, what they've worked so hard for.
Designers people who need exposure and good interviews that help to move their brand. What are the good questions that you usually ask designers to grab the attention of the audience and help the designer to sell the garment?
Well, she's a professional, but I will say that something that I've been trying to do is find a piece that I really resonate with or that really pops interest in my mind, and then ask them exactly about that piece, about the textiles, about the material, the beadwork, and you can really see the designer light up when they get to talk about that specific piece and know that you actually paid attention during the show.
Okay. Which show are you gonna come? You came to see here today?
We actually came here to party, and we were so blown away by one of the shows that we grabbed our cameraman and we said, "Hey, let's get an interview in."
Here he is, right here.
Oh, we're doing it.
I was like Ryan, I just saw my little brother here. Hey, what's up? It's me, GRAYLING PURNELL, in the flesh.
Tell us about your collection. What do you want to say?
My new collection was entitled My Reflection, and I just created it in the last month and a half.
Wow, so quick! It's
So quick.
amazing, man.
I sew every day. 24/7.
When you're watching your collection and people coming, are you watching the eyeballs? Like, are they paying attention to the models, or are they paying attention to the garment or the makeup? How do you make a determination? What the audience?
Let me stop you. I don't have to make a determination about what they're looking at, because of course they're looking at my designs. No one designs like me. You can see that.
That's
who,
true.
Who makes
He's
stuff
one
like
of
this?
them.
Right.
Listen.
Yeah.
Inside and out. I
I've
do
seen
everything on my
hundreds of
own.
designers.
I sew, I sketch, create my own patterns. No manager, no PR, no loans, no support, no handout. It all comes from me.
I saw you downstairs when you pick and select the models, and look, it takes you a couple of seconds to choose if that's the right garment for that model or not. Like, how do you make that determination?
I envision my garments in my head, and like when I see them on that person, is a yes or no. Literally, it's that easy. It's like yes, no.
Okay, cool. What is the social media, like, where they can buy it?
You can buy it on my website, www.graylingpurnell.com. That's GRAYLINGPURNELL. Follow all my social medias. It's the same name.
Mom and Dom, or what is your Instagram?
Fashion Mingle.
Radish Robin.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye. Mask, what is your name?
My name is Yvonne. I'm with Yvonne Lux. I'm here today as press and media.
Okay, what do you do?
So I own a marketing and PR firm. I also have an Apple News channel. So therefore, I was invited as a guest.
And why it is important to be in a fashion show or as a guest in the first row to see the show rather than looking at stuff on Instagram. You can pretty much see the pictures, but you cannot smell it. You cannot see like it's the fabrics, the things that you can see like on the first row. It's a bit different than it's online. Why it is important?
I think you mentioned it. I love to see. For me, form, function. I also like to kind of see the texture live in person. I feel like designers, especially the ones that they put their heart and soul into it. They go into every single detail, the stitching, the fabrics. So to see that live is extremely important for someone who is a fashion addict and a fashion junkie like myself. I also love to come here because I do discover amazing talents that I don't necessarily know through social media. So, yeah.
As a social media person and PR person, when you're watching the show, do you pay attention more to the audience reaction or to the show? Because like a lot of PR firms I see, they observe where the eyes goes. If it's to the model, or it's to the makeup, or it's to the garment, and they can see that this is the winner. If everybody is watching the dress and they don't care for the girl, maybe the dress is the winner. If they're watching for the model, they probably, doesn't matter what she wears. If she's an amazing model, they pay attention to her. When you physically close by and you can see how the eyeballs are actually moving, you can make your determinations and see if the show makes a success or it's just they clapping for fun. Why, as a PR person, is important to be in the first row?
I'm not here to look for probably the most popular designers. It's truly, fashion is fairly objective, but I enjoy the show, and I think when it comes to the audience reaction, it's almost instant. I mean, you can feel the energy in the room without actually looking for reactions. So I truly am, when I'm here, I'm closely paying attention to the designers and their work. And then the energy, it's natural. So it's very easy for me to see, okay, who actually gets the the energy going. But again, that doesn't necessarily mean that they produce a popular product.
When the show takes place, there are many components to the show. There is music. It's important if you dig the music. There is a light. If they light properly the show, obviously designer and the introduction, all the atmosphere matters. How do you prioritize what makes the show for you in the first place and what's secondary?
I think first and foremost, it's the clothes. I'm here mainly for the clothes, but you are absolutely right. What the designer does in terms of setting up the stage for his or her clothes is important as well. His music, the mood that he sets, I appreciate all of that, and it truly makes it a more entertaining experience.
When designer approach the PR firms, they're usually looking for more publicity. They're looking for to be in LA magazine and Cosmopolitan, Vogue. What designers can do to get those front page coverage versus others who never get much publicity? As a PR person, is there any advice, any golden rule to get more press?
Absolutely. I mean, first and foremost, be a part of a production like this truly helps because it helps them with organic exposure. And a production such as this one, has relationships with the press already. And secondly is do have someone who can do research and reach out to the press directly. Have announcements. If you have exciting announcements that's relevant to the location of the reporters or the writers, they do care about that, and you have to let them know. So, for an example, if you're launching a new line, or if you are involved in the community in some ways, or if you are involved in something that is good for the community, or exciting or unique, reach out to them directly, because chances are they do want to know about it.
What is a good conversion rate for the designer? Let's say Art Heart usually gets 300 million views for the show, right? So let's say a designer would show 20, 30 pieces in a collection. What do you think that converts to number of sales? What would be a fair ratio as a PR person? What do you think is fair?
It's really hard for me to say. That's probably a better question to ask the staff with Our Hearts Fashion. They probably have something to keep those,
What is your opinion? Like a million views, one sale. Let's say 10 views, one sale. What do you think would be a fair conversion?
I've seen designers that are automatically sell. I mean, I've seen designers who've actually sold at the show. Like I've had, because I also designed here and there, and I remember when I did a show, there is actually people who want to buy things off of my models. So I don't think it's just a matter of, social media impressions alone. I think it truly is, are the designers, giving their visions, and is it the right target market? I think that's important too.
May I ask, what is your Instagram account? Do you have social media?
Sure, of course. I'm on Instagram. It's my username is Yvonne Lux, so that's YVONLUX.
Thank you so much. Ask, what is your name?
My name is Essence Ariel Spears.
What do you do?
I go to school. I get my bachelor's. I work 2 jobs, and I model, freelance modeling on the side.
What do you study? What is your major?
My major is business management administration.
Which school do you go?
I go to TSU in Texas, so Texas Southern University.
And you came here to New York to see a fashion show, Fashion Week?
Yes, I came here to expand myself, expand my horizons, network, and just keep positive mindset. I love New York. It's amazing. It's my first time.
It's your first time here?
Yes, my first time in New York.
As a model, why do you love fashion?
Fashion, for me, I was born in it. Once I got mail saying, oh, do you want to be in beauty pageants? Right there, I knew that fashion was just for me. I used to, in high school, I was in our district fashion show, so that pushed me, and I also sew, so I love fashion. Everything with fashion is passionate in my heart, so I just want to do.
How long are you going to be in town?
I'm going to be here until Monday evening.
Well, I have 2 more shows. I have a show on Sunday and Saturday. Why do you come to Art Heart? You could choose probably any other fashion show tonight. Why Art Heart?
I chose this one because I knew that it would have a lot of eyes. The scenery is amazing, and also to just get myself out there, just to network a lot as much as I can.
Since you sew, you're probably going to become one day maybe a fashion designer yourself. Like, what inspires you to sew?
What inspired me was Tyra. I watched Tyra Banks, and I said, you know what? Creativity is amazing. So what can I do creatively? And once I got my sewing machine for Christmas, it was a wrap.
May I ask, what is your Instagram?
My Instagram is little Essie01, so LILESSIE01.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. May I ask, what is your name?
My name is Anna Zayachkivska. I'm from Ukraine origin, and I am Miss World Ukraine 2013.
How difficult was to get the title? I'm sure there are plenty of pretty girls in Ukraine, and you're very pretty. How was it? Is it like something like you just walk in the park and get it, or it was hard work?
It was actually hard work because we represented as well our talents, and I was dancing as well that I never before experienced it, like professional dancing. And after I went to Miss World as well, and I showed my icon, religious icon, because I'm a painter, and I was singing as well, like my talent was my own song. Yeah.
Do you think being a pretty Ukrainian girl on the streets, like when people look at you, do they have a certain prejudice and think, oh, she's pretty, she's tall, she must be that's her only talent, and you actually sing and you have other things in you?
Yeah, it can always happen, you know. And I was very upset before, and right now I'm just myself, and I don't care because I know myself, and I want to share the best things with the people. And when they start to talk to me, they can understand that I am not just like a good, envelope or box or something that.
Well, may I ask, what is your Instagram?
My Instagram, Anna, ANNA _ZAIA_.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Как тебя зовут?
Меня зовут Анна Заячковская. Я бывшая Miss Ukraine World 2013.
Скажи мне, вот ты пришла, посмотрела шоу, тебе понравилось?
Это очень интересно. Оно было связано из арт, знаете, и мое мнение, like, can I talk in
You want in English? Okay, let's. May I ask, what is your name?
My name is Nicole. My name is Sandra.
Why did you come to the art fashion show?
To see the beautiful fashion. Me personally, I just have a passion for fashion, and like I wanted to see what this brand is all about.
Okay. Why to the Art Heart? Why today? Why here? Yeah, like you probably seen many different shows. Why did you like the Art Heart?
This is actually my first show.
Your first show?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Everything starts at some point, right? Like, why today first show? Like, you can do it maybe last year or you can do it next year. Why did you choose that this is the time for you to see a show?
My friend really just inspired me. I'm that friend that inspired her. I was like, why not? Let's see what these designers are all about and see what they came up to for this year's fashion.
Okay. Do you have any connection to the fashion world? Do you model? Do you do you design?
I will soon be modeling.
Do you have like Instagram by any chance?
Yes, I do. It's Nicole Vallis. Mine is Sandra A with 3 A's and then YE.
Cool. Thank you. May I ask, what is your name?
Juan Jose Herrera.
I see you, not the first season, it's every time you come back to the Art Heart to work in this style, the runway. Why do you come back? So many people fail and not capable to sustain, but you still keep coming.
Oh, you know what? I just love the energy, and I just love to like actually make everybody beautiful and everything, and especially come with all of our team of like Style the Runway, and we just love seeing all of these designers in these beautiful clothes that everybody makes.
But so many people come once, come twice, and leave, and you keep coming back. Like, what is it for you? Like, are you getting like more clients? You're getting fun?
It's the passion to do hair, the passion to do and create beauty and combine it with the designers to create an experience for the people that come and see the shows.
Okay. Do you think that passion can translate for like everybody? Fun is fun, but is there like a commercial reason for people to come to be like volunteer and to work? Like, do they get something for their portfolio? Do they get something for themselves?
I think it's just more the experience, and also because we love to create, and this is how we can express our passion for it. I think for me that's what it is. And see and work with other artists. That's what I love it. That's why I enjoy doing it. So
when people can get experience from different things, you can travel, you can have great food, you can do like art. Like, how that different being here, part of like big team and the production, different from other experiences?
It's a different type of energy. Like for instance, if you do hair behind the chair, it's like you're actually creating an experience for the client at the time. When you come here, it's creating a group experience of everything. It's a collaboration of like not only the designers but also the hairdressers and also the makeup artists. So it's creating this big, huge of like passion involved in everything.
For me as a photographer and filmmaker, it's being on a riser. It's fun because we change. Like, this is the place when we bond, right. And I give the job to this guy, and this guy gives the job to me. So we have like basically a trust between each other. Does it when you work as a team? Does it make sense? Like, sometimes they refer jobs to you, sometimes you refer jobs to them. Is that like a team building experience? Something that you can build a crew on? Like, let's say you get sick and someone who has a wedding, like you can refer someone.
You create relationships. You create relationships with people that are in the same industry. So whenever they need anything from the hair world or the makeup world and everything, we know who to go and we know the best to go. So, and then when you work in situations like this, because working fashion shows is a totally different experience in terms of like every day. Here you need to be spontaneous. You need to improvise. You need to actually work all together to make something happen. It's not just like as an individual, it's more of a team.
People on the Instagram have amazing portfolios, pictures, whether it's their pictures or someone else's pictures, like, and they might spend hours and months to get that one picture right, if not years. But here you can actually physically observe if the person is fast enough, if the person get it right on a first take, or it's like takes 10 takes. Do you think that that's really important when you picking people to work with, that you can observe their production?
Yes, just because the way you're gonna handle something out of nowhere and improvise and make it happen is very different. Not a lot of people can handle it. Not a lot of people can work spontaneously and pretty much create something beautiful and make everything flow. A lot of people actually they shut down and get blocked. Most people, especially hairdressers that are very involved in shows like this, can make their body just do it before the brain actually works.
What is your Instagram? If people want, by now they probably saw that you have good answers and experience, and maybe some weddings and gigs require your help. How they can reach out to you?
My Instagram is Hair by Juan Jose, and I'm very honored that I came here with Style the Runway, which they're amazing. They're actually my mentors. I've been in the industry for 20 years. They've been in the industry for longer than that, but they inspire me a lot, and that's the reason why I came and actually collaborate and help them.
Cool. Thank you. Good job. Wait. It's shaking, but it's okay. May I ask, what is your name?
Hi, I'm Brana Dane.
Brana, I see you very tall, and you're from FNL, and you're one of the sponsors here. How do you get the job of the anchor, and why did you come to sponsor Art Card?
You know, I have a long history in this industry. I'm a model as well as a host. Thank you. And so I just have a reputation, and it was a referral basically where I got to be on FNL Network, who I really love because we're on Amazon Prime, and the founder, Rocco, is a really great guy, and it just worked out.
Many models have good looks, but it's also require voiceover and the personality to hold the mic and get those interviews. Especially, like I saw Kathy Ireland. I don't know if you got a chance to interview her early upstairs. Like, how do you get like the important folks to do the interview with you?
Oh my God, I love Kathy Ireland, and I missed her, so I would love to actually meet her. She's an idol of mine. But you know, I actually, as well as being a model, I have a background in writing. I'm a writer as well, so I do a lot of written interviews. So the combination of model plus writer plus having some sort of personality and experience on camera, it's the natural progression for me to be a host.
Do you think, as a writer, because you have such a vast dictionary and ability to speak fluently, in different subjects and accommodate, different views, do you think that helps to be a host and quick on your feet to move to a proper subject and navigate?
I think you stated it very well. I mean, just like you're asking me very relevant questions right now, and I think that's a skill that I developed during my written interviews, but it's something that I utilize definitely while I host for FNL Network.
Cool. Why do you think FNL is sponsoring the Art Heart? How the viewers numbers, like how it translates for the benefit of the company?
You know, that's a better question for Rocco, but what I would say is that Art Hearts is really well known for the charity work it does, and I think that's a great message for FNL to be associated with.
What is the Instagram for FNL, and maybe your Instagram?
So my Instagram is my name. It's Brana Dane. So B as in boy, R-A-N-A, D as in dog, A-N-E. Forgot my name right there. And then FNL is just FNL Network.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
May I ask, what is your name?
Lou Delaplane.
Is this your first time at Art Heart?
It is actually my first time ever at New York Fashion Week.
How was the casting process? Is it brutal, or it was easy for you? How did you go through this?
It was actually very smooth. We were in and out pretty quick, and it was really cool to be able to walk for multiple designers at once. So kids.
Which designers are you gonna walk?
So I walked for Ricardo, and now I'm gonna walk for Grayling.
Nice. As a model, what do you think is important to get your career to the next level, to get to the Victoria's Secret, to get to the main fashion week? Like, what kind of steps do you take to get to the next level?
I think with us young girls, at least, we start here at smaller shows outside of the main New York Fashion Week, and then work our way up. For this,
what do you do to work your way up?
I guess you just have to be confident in the quirks and unique qualities you have, because no one else has them. So for me, my friend walked Victoria's Secret this year, and she's 6'2", so she embraced her height, and I think a lot of girls just need to learn to do that also with other things they have.
If audience would like to work with you as a model, like, what is the Instagram, like how they can reach out to you?
Sure, it's Lou Delaplane, at Lou Delaplane.
And you're in the middle of your hairstyling. Like, what do you think is the key to get a good hairstyling and makeup from the obviously they want to do great by everybody, but some people just like really nice, and they get like the style like the way they want, the way they enjoy it, and some people just get it a little bit of a brush. What do you do to please your makeup and hair people?
I think first, be early. Always be early. You'll always get the people who are ready to go, who are wanting to work for you. And then I think just kindness in return. People want to work for great people. So definitely yes, of course. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you talk a little bit about your show? I know you're exhausted. You have a few minutes.
Nothing. I'm very happy with this collection that represents some of my identity from Mexico. Tepito is a particular place that talk about many good things in Mexico. Tepito is like the Bronx and Queens, and maybe make something of the Chinatown. Yes, and the color and the people that work there is people that has a mind that maybe you think that is hard, but they are very focused and they are very conscious with his act.
I was filming you on the riser, and obviously you're gonna have many pictures and videos from different people. What is the conversion rate? Let's say you get 300 million views. Like, what's the conversion rate in terms of sales of the clothes? Like, how many you think it's gonna move for the item?
¿Cuántos aparecen vistos en tu página? ¿Cuántos significa eso en ventas?
Each collection is different. You never know. Remember that I present winter. Now is winter of the last season.
Right.
I think that the people connect more when the message is more hard. I don't know exactly.
Of course, no one, but what's your expectation? Let's say 1 million views, one sale. What is there any ratio that you?
Obviously, I want that the 10% connect and sell and buy some of my pieces. I think in this collection something is special because I think in the t-shirt that all the people can buy, because maybe the jackets are more expensive and the other pieces of leather. But I think that in this collection, you can buy t-shirt and sweatshirt that all the people can buy.
As a designer, you obviously want some media attention, and you want like a Vogue and Cosmopolitan and big LA magazine. You want attention. What are you doing? Like, so you get those first page and the cover pictures. So what kind of process have you done so you get the attention over other designers? There are many other designers.
You never know. In fashion, everything is.
Like you invite them to show. Like, is there any process that you do?
I think that has everything, like all the industries. This industry is very hard. This collection, the name is Resist, because I think that in fashion, the people that exist is because they resist. And represent this collection represent that. I think that maybe you need more things for you stay in the cover or connection, but if I put this in my mind, I'm not me. I prefer to share what I feel and how I am. And if the people connect, maybe the opportunity is open.
When you pick, like you had your show right now, right? When you pick the models and the items for the lookbook, you can't have like all the models in the lookbook. Obviously, you pick one or two. Like, how do you choose? Like, do you watch the audience? Like,
I put one people from where I'm from Mexico, because I'm talking about that, and maybe I think in one people that represent the immigrant too, because I am immigrant too. But when I present my collection in New York, I represent how is the street in New York. And for this, you see many styles in the models, because when you walk in the street, you see that.
Remind the audience, what is your Instagram? How they can buy the, where they can buy the...
Instagram is Seco Ricardo. And my webpage is ricardoseco.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. May I ask, what is your name?
My name is Yelena Hernandez.
Which designers are you going to model today? Are you going to be in the guitars?
Yes, I'm modeling for Burning Guitars.
Any other shows you're going to do this Fashion Week?
Yes, I have WILFREDO GERARDO tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. What exciting about the look that you're wearing now?
Well, it's super fun. I feel like a doll.
May I ask where you're from originally?
I'm from Cuba.
Cuba. Okay. Do you think fashion can help United States and Cuba don't get along at some time, right? And there is a communism ideas and the capitalism. Do you think fashion can help to unite nations and help people to see common, whether it's fashion in Cuba or in the United States, it's still fashion?
Yes, I definitely do.
As a model, what is exciting to be on the runway for you?
Well, for me, the runway is my life. I'm not the tallest model, so I feel really blessed and lucky to be available to walk in New York Fashion Week.
Tall is important, of course, but proportions kind of matter. So if you have proper proportions, like me as a photographer, I can sit a little bit lower, and you're still gonna look tall. In many pageants, when the Miss America, they're not that tall actually. Do you think that modeling is changing, so open for maybe a plus size or other type of models and not so tall?
Yes, I actually think modeling is fashion is getting better and better because they are giving opportunity to many different models. So right now they just don't have a patrol of a model. They have like different type of model. They have a plus size model, petite model. So it's more opportunities.
Do you think it's difficult for the guys to date a beautiful model, like someone like yourself, very pretty, and when the gentleman is approaching, what could be a good tip for the guy, when they see someone really, really pretty, and what would be the proper way to approach a model?
Just being nice, I think, and educated, a gentleman.
Okay, so is it difficult as a model to meet guys, because a lot of people just go after your looks, but you might probably look for someone who goes after your heart and soul rather than just the appearance. What do you do to make sure that the person is also paying attention not only to what he sees outside but to what's inside?
Well, it's very hard, and not just a relationship, just a guy, just friends and everything. Sometimes they just come to you because you are a model or your looks.
Okay. What is your Instagram?
My Instagram is Yelena, what is YILENA_Hernandez HER. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. May I ask, what is your name?
Hi, I'm Catherine Haduka.
And which design are you gonna model today?
I'm wearing Burning Guitars. It's very colorful, as you can see, and it's so nice.
May I ask, where are you from?
I'm from Belgium. I'm half Filipino, half Belgian, and I have now a model artist visa to work here in the United States, and I'm now based in New York.
Is that your first year in New York as a model?
Yes, it's my very first year, and I can't wait to do many other shows.
Okay, cool. What is your expectation? Do you have an agency? What is your expectation for this fashion week?
Since I've just arrived, I'm looking for agencies and also for a freelance job, only in modeling, and I'm also doing acting. So I like to do commercials, fashions, everything.
Are you gonna be union? Are you applying for union?
Maybe SAG-AFTRA union. Also, I speak French, so I need also to learn to practice my English. So.
Okay. But French is really good. You can do voiceover, and there are many jobs as an actress, and that require additional. We're not Canada, where half of the population speaks French as well. So in New York, French is kind of important language to have. Not everybody speaks French, so it's. What do you think is important for you to get more gigs as a model?
To get more jobs as a model? I think first of all it's the personality also, but it's about who you know. But most of all is to be confident in everything you do and to always believe in your dream and to work very hard to get it.
What is your Instagram?
My Instagram is Catherine Haduka, So CATHERINE, and Haduka is HADUCA. Catherine.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's okay. Don't worry. May I ask what is your name?
My name is Edith Alvarez.
What is that you do here today?
Well, I came here to see the RICARDO SECO's fashion show.
Okay. How do you know him? How do you know about the show? Why did you come?
So he happened to give a spoke last Saturday in Harvard. I live in Boston. So and I saw it, and then he started talking about this idea of bringing the culture of our home country, Mexico. And I was like, I must go. And I am here.
Okay. What do you do?
I am a chemist. Chemist. I work in the pharmaceutical company industry, I would say.
How do you think the chemistry, the actual chemistry, can be connected to the fashion? Like, there are so many. Like, usually, chemist is the person who love attention and paying attention, mixing different substances and creating different elements, putting together. And fashion has also that piece when you combine the different elements and you get something new. Like, is there a correlation between fashion and chemistry?
Indeed there is, because I'm thinking that for Ricardo to have this show, he had to be embedded and to make that chemistry connection with the culture of Tepito and bringing that Barrio Bravo, as we call it, like the brave town, here. So he needed to feel it within here, like in a bond when you make a chemical reaction. So indeed, it's almost the same.
Cool. Do you have like Instagram by any chance?
Like I what?
Instagram.
I usually go better for Twitter. I go more in Twitter.
Twitter?
Yeah.
What is it?
Edith. My Twitter is Edith Oliva, Oliva 2010.
Thank you.
Sure.
Ask what is your name?
My name's Lindy Schoenborn.
I see you carrying a camera. Are you a photographer?
Yes, I am. I am a photographer.
Did
So
you get a chance to film the show?
honestly, not really. There's some people in my way, so I'm gonna try for this next show to really get in there, maybe get around this area and get some better shots of it.
Cool. What do you think is fun about filming photography on a runway?
I think it's fun to, just see all the outfits that come out, all the people that come out, see what type of people that the designers decide to choose, and especially the venue. This is amazing. This is beautiful. I love especially seeing where they decide to have
Is this your first time?
This is my first time at Art Hearts Fashion. I've done Fashion Week maybe like 2 or 3 times since, but I've just gone to Style Fashion Week, so this is totally different. I'm excited to see what the shows for Art Hearts Fashion Week are compared to like Style.
As a photographer, what do you think it's a use for the images? Let's say once you do the pictures, you put them in a publication or you put it social media. Like why do you do pictures?
Yeah, social media is normally where I guess most of these photos go, but I do hope if I get some good ones, I want to send them to designers and say like if you need to use them, you can. Right now I'm just kind of trying to get in the scene, learn more about it, see what's to see, and just keep trying to do fashion photography. But yeah.
Okay. What is your Instagram?
Lindy Olivia at LINDYOLIVIA.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wait, may I ask what is your name?
Maria.
Maria, what do you do here?
I'm coming here with Ricardo Seco. He's my aunt, so.
And what are you gonna do with him? Are you a friend or are you working for?
No, I'm just visiting his show.
Where are you from?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
What is your expectation for the show? What do you think about the show?
Well, he just told me that this year is the year that he has felt most proud about his collection. So I think this year will be a really good year for him, and I'm sure about it because the clothes is amazing.
What do you think you're gonna get out of the fashion show for yourself? Like, what do you expect? You're gonna get some views, likes? Like you're gonna film on your cell phone?
No, because I'm not an influencer or a fashion blogger, but I feel like this is my first time in a fashion show, so I will go with the experience of being one of them.
What is important to have an experience of the fashion week, actually physically be here rather than looking at on the Instagram?
Well, for me it's really interesting, the clothes and the stylist and the runway, so I don't care about the photos, but like just to see about like the clothes.
Thank you so much. What is your Instagram?
Maria Cavi.
Thank you. And may I ask, what is your name?
Brian Wynn.
Brian, you got such an amazing seat in the first row, right next to the riser. What do you do? Who are you?
I work actually with Kathy Ireland. She is now part of the NFLPA on the board of directors. She also works. She has her own clothing line. She has her own furniture company. Kathy Ireland Worldwide pretty much does it.
What about you? What do you do?
I'm a marketing manager for a company.
As a marketing manager, how much fun is the fashion show? Like, what do you get out of it?
Fashion Week in general is great. It's a whole new light on everything. It's innovative. You get to see all the new trends coming out. Design. Just seeing the different designers. It's a fun experience.
Are you gonna stream on your phone? Are you gonna just enjoy it for yourself? Is it something, a fun activity, or is it something where how you earn a living? It's something that's you're doing any particular important function for her?
A lot of it's for myself. I'll take pictures and I'll post here and there, but nothing too crazy. Maybe on my store, the Instagram.
What is your Instagram?
I am Brian Wynn.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm one of the media risers,
Okay.
and can I ask a quick interview?
Sure.
Roll it.
What's it for?
Sure. Can I have 20 seconds interview?
Is she okay to come up here? No, okay. All the way here. First row spot for you.
How's your production today? How did you get ready for your crew for this fashion week? In the past, we had like maybe 5-6 days and today now we have only 3 days and same number of designers. How you can do same quality in such a short period of time?
Well, I think they give us more designers because they know we can do it, right? Just preparation, getting here a day ahead, getting our lights set up, getting our makeup set up, having great sponsors, having a great team. We have 27 makeup back here today and about 25 hair.
Why do you think they come to work for you? And some folks I can see come for years. Actually, some people not last, but some people actually do last.
I think it's like the adrenaline and the thrill of it all, right? To see your work on the runway and treat them well. Oh, yeah. Right? Come back.
Yes.
That's sexy.
And this is Richard a little bit on the backstage. And we're going to be in 1 second. Give us 30 seconds. April.
Say goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.
You'll be back.
All right.
We'll be back. Yes. Yes. Sir.
It's gonna be fun. Just go down here. Go as far as you can. Leave a good gap.
The audience, what is your name?
Hi, I'm Amy Mishlev, and I'm from Style the Runway.
Amy, what is different this year for the for the February versus what we did in summer, in the spring, in the fall?
Yeah, well, so right now, in the fall shows, we do spring, summer. So we used a lot of metals and stuff like that. Now we're doing the fall winter shows for this year. And we're seeing a lot more of the 80s vibe. So we're going really fun with the hair, big hair. Instead of going very sleek and small, we're taking it up a notch. Very fun, lots of curls, lots of texture. And we're even adding like colorful elements to the hair too.
In the past, we had like a 6-day, 5-day show. Now we have only 3 days. How do you pace yourself so you can get things done?
That's a loaded question. We never pace ourselves. And so when the team meeting this morning, I said we have the same amount of work in 3 days than in 4 or 5. So we have the same amount of designers. We just have to make sure we have a big team. In the hair side, we have about 30 people, and they just work really hard. They don't stop.
Okay. How do you assemble them so they work like an army and just don't answer back and just do what you say? Is there like a key to make it faster and not lose the quality at the same time?
Yeah, absolutely. They have kind of 2 rules. The first is that we're a team, and that there's no I in there. So if you're not good at something or strong at something, then to pass it on to somebody else and share. So right now we're doing the look for burning guitars. So they have cornrow braiding on the top and curls on the bottom. So they're sharing, the ones that curl, and the ones that braid. So they're working on multiple models at the same time. But we also build our team really strong. So some people don't last and don't make it and don't come back, and other people have been with us for years.
Okay, remind what is your Instagram if folks wants to work with you and hire you and have gigs where you are present?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing to do is to start using our hair product, Style the Runway, get used to it, get to know it a little bit, and then at Style the Runway is our Instagram. So you can follow, you can see everything behind the scenes, everything we do on Fashion Week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
May I ask what is your name?
My name is Heather Morris.
Heather, what are you doing here today?
I'm volunteering for Art Hearts Fashion.
Why did you choose to volunteer?
Because I want to be a fashion designer someday, and this would be an amazing learning experience.
Okay. What do you think you're going to get out of the Fashion Week?
A ton of inspiration and creativity and new ideas for designs.
Okay. What's volunteering entails for you? Like what kind of job assignment you got?
Dressing the models, arranging VIP seating guests, and just helping out with hair and makeup.
Do you have like Instagram by any chance?
A what?
Instagram.
Yes, it's called Shabby Babe Vintage.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good job. May I ask what is your name?
Shannon. Val.
You obviously represent Monster Drink.
Yes, you do. It's fantastic.
How did you get such a job as the model of the Monster?
I mean, Instagram and agencies, they just book us for whatever jobs come our way.
Okay. You're very pretty, and obviously Monster choose you. That was probably one of the reasons why you got the job. How come, like, when you make a decision coming to an event like this, you can come as a model probably, or you can come to work and earn a living and promote the brand. How do you make your own decisions here? Is the money matters, or you really love the company? It's because you're so much inspired by the drink.
I mean, the company, I love working for them. The job is super nice, and I get to work with my best friends, so it's a no-brainer to choose my best friend working with rather than not knowing anyone.
How do you know each other?
We met on a job at a model because we both model as well. So we met on a modeling job, but we chose to do Monster because we worked with them previously, and our loyalties with them. So.
What's this job entails? Obviously, you have to look good and presentable. But what are the key ingredients to be a spokesperson for a company like that?
I think your personality and just having fun. Honestly, they love girls that really get to talk to their customers and really show how much the brand has grown. And obviously, it tastes so good. So.
Do you have like Instagram?
Yes, I do. It's Shannon_MILL.
And mine is Valbona Bakio.
May I ask where are you from?
Albania. Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from here, so. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Good job. May I ask what is your name?
Olivia.
Olivia, what are you doing here today?
I am actually with the president of Fashion News Live Network, which is on Amazon Prime, just watching the shows and everything.
And that's what we have.
Yes.
Do you work for Amazon?
I do not, but I do know a lot of people that do work for them.
Okay. What do you do?
I go to school right now at the Salt Lake Fashion Institute.
Do you like fashion?
I love it. I love it.
Why do you like fashion?
It's just a way of self-expression, and everyone kind of does it in their own way, and it's interesting to see how people portray themselves in their clothing. It's nice.
Why do you think it's important to come to the events like Art Heart Fashion Week, for example? You can watch it on Instagram, on Facebook, but you actually physically here, you smell, you look like like you can see the garments actually in right in front first seat, first row.
It's different. It's very different. It's like you actually feel the vibe of everything. You meet people, you can network, you have connections. Like, it's more of an experience to be there than to just watch it from home, you know? You learn more by being front row than just watching by the TV.
Do you have like Instagram by any chance?
Yes, I do. It's Olivia Matchett.
Olivia Matchett. Thank you. May I ask, what is your name?
My name's Ed Goyette.
Ed, as I already found out that you're one of the volunteers, and you're not like a kid, like 15-year-old. You're a serious guy. Why do you volunteer at the Art Heart Fashion Week?
The Art Hearts. Well, I really believe in what Art Hearts is all about and what it does. I think they put on a very, very high quality show. I come down here with my daughter every year, who's a designer, an aspiring designer, and it's really a great organization, and it's really fun to support it.
Do you do this because you love your daughter, or actually you have a passion for the art itself? Because even if you hate the fashion, just because I have a daughter, so like my daughter is 17, so I would do like whatever activities she likes. But do you actually enjoy the activities on your own?
I love it. We've been coming to Fashion Week for about 8 years now, and it's just been the range of shows and the range of art that you get to experience, and all the different people. How could you not love this?
What do you think you're getting out of it? It's experience, it's fun, like a pleasure. Like what it's for you as a volunteer? You're not making money. There's like it's something that makes you happy.
Well, I think we all learn. We're all continually learning, and to be exposed to people who are at the height of their art, or even aspiring artists, you take something from every one of those experiences. You take you take little bits from every person that you interact with, and then to see it all on display, and to see the craziness backstage, and then to see it all come together in one shot, it's just a very uplifting experience. So I take everything from a great weekend with my daughter and great times that we have, and we get to bond with that, and that's her too.
What is her name?
This is Noelle.
Noelle, coming in the shot. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a new designer. Noelle, can you talk a little bit about your clothing line?
Well, it hasn't actually come out yet, but I really like designing more evening wear and like formal gowns. I'm really inspired by Jenny Packham. I've actually been to her show a few times. So, yeah.
What inspires you as the designer?
I'm really inspired by nature, just like all the colors and the shapes and natural designs. So like everything from trees to rocks to the sky, it's all very inspiring to me. And since I live in New Hampshire, surrounded by lakes and trees and everything, it's a really inspiring place.
Why do you want to be a fashion designer? Why do you want to have that lifestyle?
Well, I've always been attracted to like art, and then I started getting into clothing, and I kind of put the two together, and it was kind of like, oh wow, fashion design, I can mix these two things. But then also, I kind of want to like bring more to the fashion design community in terms of sustainability, because fashion design, it can be really polluting. It can be really polluting to the earth. So I want to try to kind of promote a more sustainable fashion brand.
How difficult it was to convince your father to be part of your experience and be on your side at such a hectic space?
Well, it's just he's been with me since the start. Like when I was 8 years old, I first started coming to Fashion Week. So really, he's always been with me and supported me.
What is your Instagram? Do you have like a Facebook page?
I don't really have a no, not really. Social media? Not set up yet, but I plan on doing that.
Do you have a website?
Not yet. Not yet.
You can actually go to edgoyette.com. That's my website, and we'll be featuring links to her stuff as well.
Thank you. Good job. May I ask, what is your name?
Sure, Charlie Pierre Charles, and I'm the VIP director and the sponsor director for New York Fashion Week, sponsored by Art Hearts.
Why do you think it's important to be a sponsor at the Fashion Week? How many views you get? How much this translates into the actual sales numbers for your business?
Sure. So the shows that we have, they are viewed by over 300 million people. So for me to have,
last time we got over a billion.
Well, yes. So which was very good for us. So this year we are hoping for more. But one of the reasons that it's very important to have somebody to sponsor our show is because not only are they going to have the exposure, but they are really getting themselves involved with a great organization, and we do a lot of work with charities. So for us, being a sponsor is not just about the money or to have your name there. It's more getting involved in our family, and the sponsors, they work well with one another too. So we have to make sure that they mesh well.
Let's say we got, 300 million views or whatever the number. How that metric translates in actual sales? Like, what kind of business you have?
That is something that unfortunately I can't really speak about, but the more sponsors that we have, the better it is for our numbers, which adds, it's 1 + 1, which is 2. So it's almost common sense. But
when Eric pitched to the folks, come to Art Heart instead of Style or Couture, I don't want to even mention the other ones.
I don't know the rest of it. Let me just say, as the VIP director for Art Hearts, I cannot speak about any other organization. All I'm going to speak about is Art Hearts, and we have an amazing show. And I agree with my boss. We do want people to come here because it's not just a fashion show. It is an experience that they're going to have. So.
What do you think is the future of the riser, for example? I've heard a talk that we're going to start selling these spots on the riser. Is that something that's actually going to take place? We're already selling tickets for money. Like, what's the future?
For risers, I know they're all staring at me right now, and they all might want to kill me, but I cannot confirm nor deny what's going to happen. But what I am going to say right now is that we are expanding, and we have a lot more people that are coming to do pictures because we are growing. As a brand, we are growing. So we have a lot of people, and we have a lot of magazines, TV shows that are coming to us. So are we going to start to charge? It's not under my department, so I can't really confirm.
As far as VIP, what is the key in attracting the proper talent? I have maybe almost 1 million followers, but I'm Akanali has some decent numbers on his following. Like, how do you get the influential people who actually matter, who can make a difference?
Sure. So once they hear about the brand that we have, once they hear about the experience, because the shows that we have, it's not just a fashion show, it is an experience, because we do more, and we provide more, and we give more to our guests and to our attendees, a lot more than just a show. So how does that help, and how is that going to grow? Once you hear about us, and once you have experienced us, you want to be with us. That's all I am going to say.
What is your Instagram?
Sure, my Instagram is my first name and my last name. So my first name is Charlie, Chardly, and my last name is Pierre Charles, P as in Paul, IERRE CHARLES, Charlie Pierre Charles.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait. May I ask, what is your name?
Emily Burton.
Emily, what do you think of the Eric production today? Do you think it's going to be different from all the other productions in the past, or it's going to be in the same line of work?
No, I think it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be super edgy. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be like you've never seen before, so I'm super excited about it.
What is your role in the production today?
Sorry. All right, you all set. Kathy Ireland is going to come in like 5 minutes.
Guys, just give us a sense. We're here with the owner of the Ortiz events, and you hosting the Art Heart Fashion Week again and again so many years. Why do you open your house for the Art Heart Fashion Week?
I opened this because I coming from Europe. I have a grant from the community Hispan North American, an exhibit in Los Angeles.
I'm not sure I understand.
Later on, I have this possibility to buy this building because I make the biggest sculptures in Atlanta. Wow. South Music for Portman, John Portman, Mario Marquez in Atlanta, the biggest. 20 meters, 6 sculptures. And with this money, other money is the same thing in life. It's possible about this building. Is this building transforming the life in the Lower East Side? Because when I arrived, Lower East Side is like a watch sans sans movement, no, a watch. Yeah, I change it because it's coming galleries, boutiques, hotels, developments, is many constructions around.
So you're not gonna sell. You're
Yes,
gonna keep going.
this is also I make in plus from the Jewish community, the synagogue, more oldest in United States, the more big, the more culturally in the history located here. This is the synagogue, and it's like a witness to me, witness, because everybody's coming here from Russia, from Japan, from Korea, from Italy, from every country. See, Japan. I related, invite me each year to go to Japan, and this is the question. I separated sometimes a little art, sculpture, painting, from the, what is this? Fiction. Other things is in fiction, like movies.
Yes.
For example, the Titanic appears in the beach because it's coming catastrophically in the beach, no? But recompose a new Titanic is not the same. It's no the water. It is on some planos, scenarios, not from a reality, fiction. Everything is movies is too much fiction.
Yes.
Fiction is also in painting sculpture, but painting the sculpture is more evocative, more for hundreds and hundred years. Other things, spectaculars, piano, theater in movies, maybe 20 days in a big theater, disappear because it's coming another competition. Move a lot of money, but move not so much art. Authentic art.
People paint every day, but one painting stays for thousands of years. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You look in my paintings, sculptures,
Yes.
and maybe you explain some things. This connection.
Why people buy your paintings?
Yes.
Why? They like
But
it?
name, but biography, by I appear exhibiting in Russia, in St. Petersburg, in Hermitage Museum. It's some things like that. It's take special people, head cell, snobbish people, who connected with everything in life, in world, art. Thank you.
Thank you so much. May I ask what's your name?
Yes, Miguel Rajmil.
Miguel, looks like Richard knows who you are. Tell me about your photography career. You're doing this for quite a while.
Years, like 40 years in photography. I doing the fashion show for like 15, 20 years.
Which magazines do you publish?
I publish in all over. I work for a Spanish news agency, the major news agency in the Spanish language.
Okay. What it takes for a photographer to get actually that kind of assignment? Like if I would write to them, they would probably not deal with me. They would deal with someone like you. Why? Because just because you speak Spanish or what?
First of all, yes, I speak the language, but second, probably experience. I have many years of experience, and that is very important at this point.
When you set up your exposure and your numbers, and the models are moving, which settings are the most important to change as they come? Because the light is changing, the conditions are changing, and they're moving really fast. What are your quick shortcuts?
Yes, with the new modern cameras now you can put the ISO, high ISO, meaning the sensitivity of the film, let's say, quote unquote. And the speed is the most important to have in
Which speed? 600?
300, 400, 500, something like that. In that area, they will stop the movement of the model.
Okay. What do you think your expectations from the Art Fashion Week? What do you expect to see this year different from the last year?
Yes, I mean, no, really. I seen the lot of fashion designers. As I say, the fashion designers are dropping out of the main event of the Fashion Week, and they doing independently like this, venues like this. Probably because it's high cost, I imagine. Of the.
If people wants to find you, what is your Instagram?
I don't have really. I'm Miguel R. I'm sorry, MiguelR.com is my website.
Thank you.
Thank you.